Hello everyone, good morning all of you. Welcome to you all in today's 8th session of chapter number 9. And the name of our chapter number 9 is Halls and Quarters. In today's session, we are going to see one of the stories that were given in your textbook about the sharing milk. After that, we are discussing about the balance weight. After that, so we given one figure to you and we have to see that why that figure is wrong. And in the last, we are discussing some of the sums of your practice time that already we studied. So let us start our session with the sharing meal, the story of sharing meal. Sharing meal. This bottle is full of milk and it holds the 1 liter. Here, in a one bottle, and that bottle is full of milk. What is the quantity of that milk? The quantity of that milk is 1 liter. Now what you have to do? The milk is put into 4 other bottles so that each bottle has 1/4 liter of milk. Now the quantity of 1 liter you have to divide into 4 different bottles. If that 4 different bottles fit with the sum of the milk, then what is the quantity of that milk? In a fraction, we can say that each bottle has 1/4 liter of milk. After that, shade the bottles to show the level of the milk in each. After dividing 1 liter quantity into 4 different bottles, what you have to do? You have to just shade in that portion, in that to that level of the milk in each bottle contained. So let us see how we have to do this. See here, this is one bottle and this bottle is full with the milk. So what is the quantity of this bottle? So we can say that in this bottle there is a 1 liter of milk. Now what you have to do? You have to just divide this 1 liter milk into 1/4 part, means in 4 equal parts. So see here, this is the first bottle which occupies 1/4 capacity. See the second bottle. It also contains the same quantity of milk. In the third one, it is also the same quantity of milk. In a fourth one, also this is the same quantity of milk. So we can say that we are just dividing this 1 liter milk into 4 different bottles, and in each bottle there is the quantity is same. Now how we know that what is the quantity of this milk? So let us see. This is one bottle again and it is full of 1 liter of milk. Now what we have to do? We have to just divide this 1 liter into 4 different bottles, and each bottle contains what is the fraction? That is the 1/4 of 1 liter. We are write down here 1/4 because we just divide the quantity of milk into 4 different bottles. That's why. Now, here we are write down 1/4 of 1 liter. Now what you have to do? You have to write down 1/4 as it is of 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. That already we studied. So we can say that 1/4 of 1 liter is equal to 1/4 of 1000 milliliter. Now what you have to do? You have to just remove this sign of, you have to just remove this off, and instead of this off, what you have to do? You have to just put the sign of multiplication. So we can say that 1/4 multiplied by 1000 milliliter. Now do the multiplication of numerator to numerator. So 1 multiplied by 1000 milliliter is equal to 1000 milliliter upon 4. When you are doing the division of 1000 divided by 4, it becomes 250 milliliter. So each bottle contains 250 milliliter. So see here, this is the 1/4 of 1 liter. And what is the measurement of this quantity? That is the 250 milliliter. See here, 250 milliliter, then again 250 milliliter, again 250 milliliter, and again 250 milliliter. It becomes 1 whole liter. And what is the quantity of each shaded portion? The quantity of this shaded portion is 250. The second one is also 250. Third one is also 250. And fourth one is also 250 milliliter. When you are adding this all 250 milliliter, it becomes 1 liter. Now again, sharing milk. Shan poured 1 liter of milk into 2 bottles so that the first bottle holds 3/4 liter and other bottle holds 1/4 liter. Now what is the thing? See here, Shan just poured this 1 liter of milk into two different bottles. In a first bottle, it holds 3/4 liter and the second bottle holds 1/4 liter. It means what? In previous we studied that the 1000 milliliter divide into four different parts. Out of these four parts, three parts are in a one bottle. See here, first part, second part and third part. Now, the remaining milk, see here, the total quantity of milk this much. Now in a first bottle, just he occupies 3/4 of liter till this. Now what about this remaining part, the remaining milk? Now this remaining milk we just fill or hold into second bottle, that is of 1/4 only. So see here, this 1 liter milk divide into two bottles like that. This bottle contain 3/4 liter and this bottle contain only 1/4 liter. As we know already, this 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml. 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So now what about the 3/4 of liter? 3/4 of liter means we know that the 3 parts of 250. So just do the addition of 250 plus 250 and plus 250. So it becomes 750 milliliter. Now what about the 1/4 of liter? 1/4 of liter means we can say that it is a 250 milliliter that already we studied. So like this way he just poured this 1 liter of milk into different bottles. Now balance the weight. How we can balance the weight? In how many different ways can you balance this weight of 3/4 of kilogram? But before that, you have to do 3/4 of kilogram. You must know that 1 kilogram is equal to how many gram? That in your previous standard you already studied that 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. So now just divide this 1000 gram into 3/4 part. So we can say that 3/4 of 1 kg. Now it is not possible to find out the amount. So what we have to do? We have to just convert this kilogram into gram. When we convert this kilogram into gram, so it becomes 1000 gram. 1 kilogram is equal to how many grams? 1000 gram. Now in next you have to just remove this off. Instead of this off you have to put the sign of the multiplication. Now do the multiplication of numerator to numerator. So 3 multiplied by 1000 is equal to 3000 divided by 4. When you are doing the division of 3004, it becomes 750 gram. Now what you have to do? You have to find out the different ways to make 750 gram. But how we can make the 750 gram? With the help of which unit? Let us see. Different ways to make 750 gram. If you want to make the 750 gram, it is not necessary you are taking any of the measurement. You can see here, these all are the weighting stone. This weighting stone you can see when your mother buys any of the vegetable or fruit. They are using this type of stone. You are not supposed to say that here they are using specific balance stone. So see here you can see here they were given the different weighting stone. This is of 2 kilogram, this is of 1 kilogram, this is of 500 gram, this is of 200 gram. See here, and it depends on the uses of the things. If any kabariwala is there, that is the junk seller, then they are using the big weighting stone because the quantity of that thing coming to their shop, that is in the much quantity. That's why. If we are talking about the less than 200 gram, then it is of 100 gram. 100-gram stone is there. For what? To measure the quantity. After that, the weighting stone for 50 gram. After that, sometimes it is a stone for 250 gram. You have to just use this much stone to make this much quantity to make 750 gram. So see here the first way, 500 gram plus 200 gram plus 50 gram. So it makes 750 gram. Then after you can use the another way, 3 stone of 250 gram. 250 gram plus 250 gram plus 250 gram. It becomes 750 gram. Now the another way to make the 750 gram is that you have to use 1 stone of 100 gram, then 3 stone of 200 gram, and then 1 stone of 50 gram. This thing is possible when you have many stone of the same quantity. If you don't have many stone of one quantity and to make the 750 gram, then you have to use the first way only, that is the 1 stone of 500 gram plus 200 gram and then plus 50 gram. Why is it wrong? See here, Kanan shaded the sum part as shown below, but his friend Minnie says that is the wrong. Why it is wrong? Let us see. Here you can see this is one figure and Kanan just shade some of the part of this figure like this in a first part, second part, third part and fourth part. Now Minnie says that his friend Minnie says that this part, the shaded part, is wrong. Why it is wrong? Let us discuss. You can see here this is the 4 different parts of this image. But last 3 that is the same. But you can see here the first part is bigger than the second part. If you want to divide any of the figure, then you have to just do the same equal part. The first part, which one is not equal, therefore this shaded part is wrong. Now see here again, this is the figure of triangle and this figure is divided like this. The same like this, the first, you cannot say this is the right figure. Why? Because in this, you are not supposed to divide this triangle into 2 equal parts. Therefore, this one is wrong. Now let us time for the practice time. There are the 60 mangoes. 1 upon 2 means half of them are ripe. So how many mangoes are ripe? So see here, first of all you have to find out 1 half of 60 mangoes. So in the second step, you have to write down 1 upon 2 as it is. OF of convert into the multiplication, multiply by 60. Now do the multiplication of numerator to numerator and then you have to write down denominator as it is. So 1 multiplied by 60 is equal to 60 upon 2. So 60 upon 2 is equal to 30 mangoes. Now here you have to just do the division of 60 divided by 2. So your answer is 30. So how many mangoes are ripe? So we can say that Therefore, 30 mangoes are ripe. Let us see one another sum. There are 32 children. How many children are there? There are 32 children. Out of these 32 children, 1 upon 2 of them are the girls. Means we can say that out of these 32 children, half of the girls. Now you have to find out how many children are boys. You have to find out the number of boys. But let us start first find out the number of girls. So 1 upon 2 of 32 children means we can say that 1 upon 2 multiplied by 32 children. So 32 ones are 32 divided by 2. So 32 divided by 2 is equal to 16 children. And this 16 children that is of girls. Now the total number of children minus number of girls. From the total number of the students, we just subtract the number of girls. Then we are getting the number of boys. Now, the total number of children is 32. 32 minus 16 is equal to 16. So, we can say that there are, how many boys are there? We can say that there are 16 boys. Another sum. There are 20 stars. How many stars are there? There are total 20 stars are there. A quarter of them are red. Now what is the meaning of quarter? Quarter means 1/4. From these 20 stars, 1/4 stars are red. How many stars are red and how many stars are not red? In this you have to find out the two things. Out of these 20 stars, how many stars are red? And how many stars are not red. So let us see. First, we just find out the 1/4 of 20 stars. 1/4 multiplied by 20. Now do the multiplication of numerator to numerator. 20 ones are 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5 stars. So we can say that how many stars are red? 5 stars are red. Now out of this total number of stars, 5 stars are red. So whatever the number we are getting, that is the number of stars that is not red. So total star that is of 20. So just do the subtraction. 20 minus 5 is equal to how many stars are there? 15 stars. So these 15 stars are not red stars. Let us see the next question. Ravi wants to buy a pencil. The cost of this pencil is rupees 2. He gives 1 rupees note, 1 rupees coin, then after 1/2 rupee coin and then 1/4 rupee coin. Is it enough? So here before we solve this sum, we just know that before solve this sum, we have to know that the 1 rupees is equal to how many paisa. So we can say that 1 rupees is equal to 100 paisa. Now just find out the half rupees is equal to how many paisa. 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. So half rupee is equal to, we can say that 100 divided by 2. So 100 divided by 2 is equal to 50 paisa. Then after the quarter rupees. Quarter means 1/4 of the rupees. So just do the division of 100 divided by 4. 100 divided by 4 is equal to 25 paisa. Now the total rupees that given by Ravi. He gives 1 rupee coin is equal to, we can say that 100 paisa, then 1 half rupees is equal to 50 paisa, and 1 quarter rupee is equal to 25 paisa. Do the addition of this all, 100 plus 50 plus 25. So the total rupees given by Ravi is 175 paisa. 175 paisa, we can say that 1 rupees and 75 paisa. Now, is it enough money? Ravi has enough money? No. We can say that Ravi has not enough money because the cost of pencil is rupees 2. Whereas the Ravi has only 1 rupees and 75 paisa given to the shopkeeper. So it is not enough money. Thank you. I hope you understand these all things very easily and might be the concept of this thing will be clear. Thank you.